Yeah, I mean, it looked great in the winner's bracket earlier. He didn't play it in the game that actually ended up sending him down into this lower bracket. So, you know, technically, I think his Nyx is still undefeated. Starting off with some good scythe combos. Already got Evolx into the orange. Oh, that combo dealt so much damage to LX, actually. Just a simple 3-piece on the bow.
Still, though, LX does have a pretty big damage lead on the Evolx right now, and he keeps getting the pressure opportunities to push Evolx off stage and potentially find some great edge guarding opportunities. The downstick coming out, Evolx going to down right through that with the advanced range that it brings. LX finding that side stick, though, for the kill with that little bit of extra range on the upswing at the very end of that attack, and very nice string coming out from LX. And he looks to be making a lot more of those happen in just a moment, as long as he can keep these scythe strings afloat.
Oh, that was a great follow-up from the side air, straight into the side signature from Evolx, closing out that first stock. It took him a little bit, but he didn't take too much damage along the way, and now he's looking to make up that lead back onto LX with these bowstrings. Right now, both players just looking for that first hit to start the combo. LX is a big fan of these gun down airs. None of them really hitting, though, so he's swapping back over to the scythe. Lands the side light, but couldn't quite find the read to carry on that combo. There he goes.
Almost it was a dodge circle the way they were moving with the constant neutral air down airs from each of them. Just
yeah, a literal dodge circle. We use the term all the time, but that one they literally went in a circle. Cue the Benny Hill theme on that one.
Evolx now, though, playing the bow, getting a lot of good damage out, trying to play that spacing game, out spacing the scythe from LX, and now, ooh, just jumping over that down sig from LX, holding it down, maybe a little bit too long, but nice neutral sig from LX to confirm the kill off the top, getting that anti-edge guard opportunity from that gravity cancel as well, and now he's going to have an opportunity to extend the stock out, building a little bit of damage onto Evolx as he has this scythe, and as long as he can find some decent combo string auctions, and there you go, getting something really good started up, and another little bit of damage getting thrown out there from that down air, but Evolx finally finding the finisher with that recovery. He has the stage presence now, so that he has an opportunity to get a little bit of a retaliation, but now LX getting those guns, if he can find something here, he can get a little bit of damage and just force Evolx into a very poor position as he finds that final kill.
And Evolx has done it before. He's had some good bowstrings where he really zones out his opponent, but right now LX is looking, primed for the kill, finds that same pickup recovery on the guns that won him his pivotal set in the winner's bracket that took him this far. And Alex is looking great after that first game. Pretty convincing. I believe that was a JV2.
It was pretty close to that, if not a JV2. So I want to say that's yes. Okay, looking back on the replay on stream, that was the case. So he did get the JV2. Yeah, not much more to say about that. I mean, it's just him cleaning it up at that point.
Yeah, overall clean play. Evolx just getting caught with some of those scythe combos, and then getting finished off by the guns typically. Nice opening combo. I like that he went for that gravity cancel side signature. Didn't quite land though.
Evolx playing the spacing game a little bit tighter this time around with the bow, doing a lot of dash-in vertical jumps to try to figure out what LX movement patterns are going to be this time around. And he's been doing a good job at avoiding damage, only being in light yellow right now, baiting LX into the kill potential range. And there is the whip work, and there he goes right off to the side. But this is going to be a little bit closer. He can't make it back, and that is going to be the first kill coming out real early from Evolx.
Nice job finding the kill early, reversing the momentum from the first game. It's a good start for Evolx in this game 2. Just gotta keep applying that pressure onto LX, not let LX get too comfortable on these guns. Now it's a gun-on-gun fight. Ooh, I like what he went for with that gravity cancel D-Light. It didn't quite land though. LX punishing the reverse recovery with a Sarah of his own. right now, Evolx is just coming out on top with this damage.
Alex making an approach with the guns, gonna get caught out by the downlight combo from Evolx, and Evolx trying to move a little bit faster now, trying to take advantage of some of the momentum he has in this to create pressure with that fast movement, with some of those tighter close range attacks like the side air and maybe some dash in stacked neutral lights. Alex though trying to make the most of his gunplay as he keeps aerial, and Evolx with a nice neutral sig read and goes for another read with the down sig, but Alex a little bit more cautious about that this time around, as he kind of has figured out that that is Evolx's preferred method of finding a kill right now, is trying to get those down sigs, those bow down sigs on the edge.
Ooh, is he gonna... He went for that neutral signature follow-up. I was wondering if he was gonna go with that or perhaps a recovery, and nice execution landing the downlight into dash jump recovery. A difficult combo, but clearly Evolx knows what he's doing. And right now he's got almost a full stock lead on LX in this game too. Oh, both players dancing around each other. Evolx was the first one to find the hit. More than a full stock ahead now, has LX into the orange on his final stock. 4 or 5 more hits and it's gonna do it. Ooh, waiting around that edge. You know that he's probably looking for one of those bow down sigs that have netted him so many kills already in this game.
Alex making the approach, finally getting a little bit more damage on the Evolx this time around, and looking for that side sig, not going to find it as Evolx gets the interruption play and stops that sig right in its tracks, and Evolx now kind of getting back some of his momentum that LX has taken from him. The neutral sig getting stuffed out, and Evolx finding that punish play, and LX just cannot find his way back to stage, and that is going to be the finisher. Evolx finally finding his win in this set and pushing it into game number 3.
Yep, well played. Good turnaround for Evolx, and he's still opting. I guess he must be just feeling good about this Diana right now. I mean, he did win that last game. I'm just a little surprised that he has no interest in swapping over to the Koji at all. But LX, for a second I thought he actually picked a different character, but it's just Nyx with a different skin. Sometimes that can make a big difference though, and he's finally showing off the Gold Forge scythe that I had suspected that he has had all this time. And yeah, I mean, going into game 3, nothing is really changing aside from skins. Both players using stances and going actually to Shipwreck Falls this time.
Sometimes it's that mentality thing, like you said. Changing that skin can make all the difference, even if it isn't a change in your character. Mentality is a funny thing, and sometimes skins are, attributed to that. But Evolx now getting things started right now, getting a lot of damage onto LX, and now reversing it right out of the spot dodge from that downlight, that gravity cancel downlight from LX. And now LX is trying to pick up that scythe, get a little bit of work with that scythe done. But Evolx has a little bit of range outspacing he has in his kit with that downlight, with the diagonal options. And now LX trying to return some of this damage with some strings. Ooh, the side sig almost catching him right off the top, but it is not going to work out in his favor. Evolx now trying to position himself back on stage. Can he get some way to get back on? He just comes right back on. He just steps back and goes right through that neutral light. But either way, this is right back and forth between both these players, and it is very close and on the wire. There's no telling who will take this first kill.
This match is so pivotal. The loser of this goes out at 5th, not a bad placement. But the winner actually goes into the 4th place match versus Fiend. And when you look at the players that are still remaining in the bracket, aside from these two, Fiend, Stardeath, and Emperor, if you're the 4th in that group of players, that is such a great name. That's such a great way, rather, to get your name out there and be considered among that absolute top echelon of players, especially if you could further advance on the bracket from there on. But Evolx actually had the combo, the downlight into dash jump recovery, but as gun recovery typically does, it dropped when he most needed it.
Oh, and that's one of those things that you hate to see happen. Whenever anything drops really like that, it can just be soul crushing. And now trying to, make a comeback from that, what happened, LX really getting a lot of damage down, getting a lot of these strings to confirm very strongly, and Evolx's responses have not been too convincing so far from these major strings that Alex has brought to the table.
Yeah, Alex just putting out consistent damage with this scythe in hand. Landing the stray side lights, end lights. Oh, and he rips the soul out. It doesn't quite send him to the Shadow Realm, but he did take his soul.
Alex picking up that other scythe in order to continue this map control, this defiance against Evolx to prevent him from trying to pick up a weapon. He is going to find that bow, however, and LX is going to have to find an angle at which to approach him from. Evolx getting knocked out of the stage. Nope, just barely making his way back. Slowly making his way back again. LX slowly letting him approach back to try to create a false sense of comfort, perhaps, as Evolx again makes his way back. LX is really not opting to go for these hardcore pressured offstage plays. Ooh, no, and Evolx turning it right around, baby, right round as he gets that whip off stage. And that is going to be the second stock gone from LX. LX has the opportunity to find a kill. A simple recovery is all it's going to take. And now the weapon starve starts from LX, and hopefully he can find it here. Otherwise, it will cost him the game.
All right, final stock for both players.
Ooh.
As we previously established, the stakes of this match are absolutely huge, and Evolx needs to find his footing on Shipwreck Falls if he wants to continue to play in this match and not go out right here. Alex is just too strong with these scythe combos right now, getting him going. Already has Evolx in borderline red.
Evolx slowly building his way back, though. Like, this is a lot of damage coming back from Evolx every time LX whiffs one of these combo starters.
Oh, Evolx looked for the potentially finishing down sig right there. He looks for it again. They're just, oh, they're non-stop using signatures. They're all so nervous.
All it takes is for one person to get caught out right now to be put in the worst edge guard of their life or just straight up die from it. And that is going to cost them this tournament. Every single...
Oh, that's it!
Ground pound. And there it is. Evolx taking it right at the end. Even after all of that huge pressure coming out from LX, all that advantage that he was taking gone out the window. Evolx will be moving on.